Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 29 of Kenshi. So last episode we were trying to remedy some of the errors I made with the base, basically building through a road. So I'm trying to fix that this episode and also working on our food. So ideally we will also be adding to our farmers because we are going to need more sources of work, or rather more workers to work these farms and all. So that is another goal that I have in mind. Also wanted to add a cactus farm in and add a vegetable farm in, green fruit farm. So we'll get that laid out. Additionally, I think it's almost time to abandon. Well, we'll process the last of these building materials, but it's almost time to set up moving the refineries. So one thing I want to do is to make sure that we are getting enough iron. So all the people that were previously on copper, I'm going to put onto iron. I'm curious if this is indeed the safest iron for me to tap. I think for us to figure that out, we really need Dr. Chung out here, given that he has a much better science skill. Come on, Chung, stop running away from me. Iron. So there's this node here, and then yeah, the closest ones are halfway down this hill, which makes me nervous because it's also near that death camp. So until we have a wall up or the death camp killed off, I'll use it, but it does make me uneasy about doing it. So another thing is soon Molly will be, actually, well, as soon as this wheat farm is built, Molly will start to crank out some grain or from some flour from the grain silo and start to cook, which will be very, very cool. I'm excited about that. So looking around, I'm just going to try to find people that don't have jobs for now. I'm trying to stock up on some iron so that we can get some more iron plates. Green here is doing a pretty decent job of trying to get, let's turn him, freeze him, trying to get these materials out and moved. All right, that will help. Because as soon as we can move this stuff, we can break down this old station house and repurpose all this building material towards walls, which would be quite nice. All right, let's turn his job back on. Dump out the green fruit. And maybe put everything away in boxes just because we're close enough to do that. So that's a lot of fabric. All right, green, let's have you come back here. There's going to be more debris to pick up. Turn your job off. So if we're working on the green fruit, I guess and cactus farms, I guess it does make sense to try to empty these barrels out. But I'm also going to break down all the older beds in lieu of building the new ones. So, iron plates, copper, electrical components. There's a lot of stuff that's all going to get stacked up. I'm just trying to make room for as much as I can carry. The min-maxer in me likes that. Wow, this game is running a little chunky at the moment. I don't like that. All right, all these excess iron plates get put away. All the excess fabric. Done. The copper, done. The electrical components I'm just going to drop so I don't fill up, I don't fill anything up. And then work on the vegetable farm. So this is what I kind of worried about, is I don't want them heading down the hill, chasing anyone, and aggroing the death camp. And that's going to require me to have quite a watchful eye until I have the walls up. Because if I set them to hold, the meleeers won't necessarily assist one another and engage. So that's also not really a great solution either. So I'll just sort of have to keep an eye on them. Rhadamant must be here. We'll go ahead and dump out the hiver. The Fogman. Human. Yes, that would be me. Here is a lot of copper that I don't think you'll ever use. And I'm going to buy stuff from you. I'm also going to need to make a run for some food. Because we're definitely going to be running out. And in fact, this food barrel is not where I want it. So eventually what I'll do is I'll have the food barrel, food storage. I'll put it right here. And then I also will want water storage close by, so that we can cook a little bit faster. So put a water tank right here. Lovely. All right, Rhadamant's coming back with this stuff, and then he'll do a little food shopping. Is this wheat farm done? Nope, not done yet. Waiting on the other wheat farms to fully produce. Now the real question is, we're almost ready to break down the old station house, which then allows me to set up a huge amount of walls, because there's a lot of resources locked up in the station house. So that bit is exciting. It'll be nice to have the walls just so that we can control what direction we get attacked from. Because it is sort of annoying to be attacked at all angles all the time. Rhadamant is running on trade requests to get some more construction resources so we can get the new base laid out. Nice. Oh, just outside the range. There we go. And we'll send them out again to a different hive village. Or actually, we need some food, so I'll send them to Mongrel. Can you path there? Well, you can path here. So we're almost done. No, not almost done. Never mind. I was going to say we were almost done with this, but that would not be true. All right, Mr. Green. Who is this? Jimbad. A named person of the Holy Nation Outlaws. Probably wanted by the Holy Nation. Maybe not. Oh, that's a weird three-way fight right there. It's like a bum fight. Alright. So now the time has come to kaboom. Blow that up. I'm going to turn Green's jobs off so I can start collecting the building materials to put them away. It's a lot faster to do it manually like this than to have them pick them up like 2 by 2. Almost done. And then once we process the rest of the stone that we have, we can go ahead and... Oh, Rhadamant's getting attacked. He's actually taking damage getting attacked. Yeah, look at that. No, buddy, it's time to start running. These slow little cannibals won't be able to catch you if you run. And zoom, zoom. Left him in the dirt. Left him in the dust. Can't pick it up. Yes, you can. We have 60 building materials now. Which will be of great use. Some of the building materials are going to go straight back to a new stone mine. I'll put that here. And then I'm going to want a stone processor. And then an iron refinery. And this is the higher quality iron refinery, which will be sweet. We'll lay those out. They're a little expensive because it's a lot of iron plates. But that's what Rhadamant's for. Rhadamant ran all the way up here to buy some iron plates for us and some food. So let's check the bars. I am looking for something. How did you know? I came into a store. Was that the tell? Gohan is going to have to be our food of choice for now. I also would like to buy a dedicated cook, maybe another dedicated farmer. I need to probably do some research about that first to figure out where they live and where to recruit them, because I don't know off the top of my head. I do know that Molly here is a good cook, but the problem with that is she is also our weaponsmith, so I'm going to have to find a different cook and some other farmers. I've definitely run into them before in this playthrough and others, so I'm not that worried about that. We'll find it. All right, this is where all my iron plates are going, to the power grid. Speaking of power grid, Mr. Green, let's have you empty some of that into your inventory and put you back on engineering. Okay, so this vegetable farm is all set. Let me fix my priorities here. 1, 2, 3. If this vegetables farm's all set, I can go ahead and blow this one up. Oh, but let's dump all the current veggies that were in there first, so we don't destroy them. And the amount of cactuses that Green has on them might be enough to fuel the cactus farm here. I'm not sure, but we'll know pretty soon. Now, as far as power goes, Green here has a lot of the electrical components that we need to be able to craft this stuff. So I'm going to send him upstairs to get some of these turbines going. I'll have him add the materials so that the other engineers can help. Oh, Rhadamant is being targeted. Left him in the dust. And as the generators come online, the lights get a little brighter, and some lights that were off turn on. All good things. All things I like to see. We're still not generating charge, but at least it's better than what it was. Just a regular old fog, man. That's not interesting. Send me a prince. Alright, let's haul to food store. The wheat farms that we set up are almost ready to go. Oh, and I have crashed. So just give me a moment. I'll have to load. I've said this before, and I'll keep saying it every time I crash. If you know of a way to make the game more stable, I would love to know. I would love for you to share that information with me. I've been Googling for it. I've been tweaking settings. I've been going through crash logs. I've been trying to make this more stable. Ultimately, it might just be my computer, my aging rig, not being able to handle it, or something like that. I know I do have one of my memory slots died, and my dual channel memory is not dual channel right now, which is not ideal. That's definitely a problem. But I figured I'm not going to replace my motherboard. It's just not worth it. I really need to replace the whole darn computer before, just because replacing the motherboard, I'd be basically buying a older motherboard. All right, where is Rhadamant? Is this, okay. Yeah, we didn't lose much because I did ramp up the autosaving to be more often. So that helps prevent some of these issues. Green with his extra electrical components. Let's go build this bed. Look at how well illuminated this farm is. I'll add more lights into, or at least more, the lights that are easier on the eyes or something. I don't know. Tweaks will be made. Good job, Molly. She's really getting attacked here by 3 of them. I don't want her abducted, so I'm going to pull her back towards the base. Well, others that actually can fight help out. Alright, skeleton repair bed is all set. One of the things that can have the skeletons do is taunt. They're a lot easier to repair than my rest of my people are able to heal. So, might as well have a bunch of the skeletons take the damage and the brunt. Black plate jackets set to repeat. And Leather turtlenecks set to repeat. Who are you? What? That's obviously some pathing problems. One of the many issues of putting construction on top of one another. I don't know how he got there. But I do know that green can kill him, if no one else can. Sorry, buddy. It's all for the best. Let's see if I can't pick him up from a distance. That worked. Put him down. He got shot like crazy. We built the big cactus farm, so there's no need for this small one anymore. Let's go ahead and dismantle this. Although we're mid-harvest, so I'm going to wait until we're done harvesting. Feel a little bad about doing him the way I did him. But, you know, sometimes having a random possible enemy sitting in your base, not so good. Shrike. Let's have you heavy armor craft again. Back to black plate jackets. Would be very cool. All right, and we're about to get this other wheat straw farm all set. There it goes. So Mew is really going to have to find a replacement. I'm just going to have her manually water. What I might do is not store the water. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm not going to store the water. I'm just going to have 2 wells and hope that there is a source of water over here so that we don't have to haul anything around. Yeah, the water over here is fine. 82% is plenty for cooking. So now that that has been done, Molly here, you aren't going to be mining. You are going to be... well, you'll be using the grain silo for now. I also need to lay out a proper kitchen. So that's another thing I was going to do. So the bread oven is going to be nice and centered. Oops, I didn't mean to click. And next to the bread oven will be a cooking stove for food. Actually, next to the bread oven should be storage for flour. Flour storage so we can cook quickly. Maybe I'll space things out so that we don't have problems. And then back to food, do a cooking stove. Plop it here, and this one can be for meat wraps. So we need a bread box. Let me think about this quickly. A bread basket to store the bread. Put that here. And then you can make You can make 2 ingredients with the bread, so I'm going to have 2 stoves side by side like this. Actually, 3 stoves. A line cook. So one of them involves green fruit. So we'll put some green fruit storage in here. And another will be cactus. And another will be meat. Oh, actually, I'm going to need even another one. Well, no, hold on. I'll build this for now. And then figure out if I need another one. If I do, I'll explain why. So, some lighting. Rhadamant here is going to make a run for some iron plates. We desperately need more iron plates. We're getting through our stone backlog, which is great. Wing here. We'll go put you on the iron. Getting a lot built. All the little storages. Anything that requires building material is really easy for me to build right now. Iron plates I'm sort of strapped on. As you can see, they are the definite bottlenecks of the wind turbines. Although during the day, because not all our crazy lighting is on, it's actually pretty easy to keep the base powered at the moment. No room for that item. That is true. I'm just helping out move the wheat away. Green. Yeah, you're right nearby. Perfect. Dismantle the stone processor. There's a lot of iron plates that we can use. Very, very, very cool. And now, as you can see, we are pulling our base away from the road. I'll trigger the road again so you can see it. So here's the road, and as you can see, we don't have anything built on top of it. We can wall for it quite nicely. Rhadamant's already over here in this village. Let's buy some iron plates. The taste of victory is on my tongue. And fabric. It is, in fact, empty. Oh, because you had Gohan in the middle of your inventory. You couldn't actually haul wheat straw to grind. That's a funny problem. Alright, now my question is meat wraps. Is a meat wrap with raw meat or... Yep, it's with raw meat, so we don't really need to do anything else. This is enough. So what we'll be doing here is on the bread oven, Molly will cook bread on the bread oven. And haul the flour in. And if there's no flour to be hauled, then grind. And for now, we're just going to craft bread. I'm not going to worry about other sources of food. Oh, we do have some green fruit. But I think that's enough for now. Set her to passive. And she's now making bread, which is great. We'll soon be able to feed ourselves. Crumble John. Let's have you mine, I guess. Rhadamant must be back because a lot got built, which means he bought what we needed, the iron plates. Some away to buy some more. Our community is hungry for them. Really soon we'll be able to manufacture them a little bit faster on this iron refinery, which will be great. It'll be faster and more efficient, so it will require 2 less people and actually do it quicker. Of course, there's a power requirement, but That's a small price to pay. Oh, group of nomads just got wiped. We definitely need another farmer. Miyu is having a hard time keeping up. I'm going to have Hobbs try to help out a little bit. He's going to attempt to empty out some of the wheat straw from the farm and put it away. Ideally, as long as I require him to... And this is all stuff that I'm going to have to hire people to do to make this all better and more efficient. As you can see, he's kind of an idiot and just sort of standing around. Hey, Hobbs, are you stuck? He doesn't seem to be moving at all. There he goes. Hamid, it doesn't look like you have a job. You don't. You're an engineer. Okay. Rhadamant's already down here. Hopefully for some more iron plates. If they have them for sale. I love when I walk in and he just screams, "Human!" Always so happy to see me. They're sketchy dudes, but they're my sketchy dudes. All right, so we are getting a bit of a bread basket here. Now, the things we can do with this bread. We can make dust witches with bread and cactus, or food cubes with bread and green fruit, or meat wraps with bread and raw meat. So those are the 3 foods I'm going to make here. So, dust witch, repeat. Actually, do we have a full operating cactus farm, correct? Yes, it just needs water. Good, good. And then food cubes, repeat. And then meat wraps, repeat. And now Molly will have all 3 cooking tasks, and this is why I need more help. She is the highest cooking skill, but we're definitely going to need to add some people to our mix. Output full. That's fine. Doing a pretty swell job of emptying out the farms. Oh, is this a Prince group? Nope. It is just regular Fogmen. They had the special lucky number 4 of them running through, but not whom I thought. Alright, so if we have a big cactus farm, let's get rid of this one. We still don't have a hemp farm, though. Because I like to grow a little bit of everything, I'll probably keep hemp and cotton, even though it's not all that necessary to have both. Okay, so the big iron refinery is done, which means these guys, anyone here, is going to get repurposed. So Stubbs, you're free from your job. And we'll dismantle this, even though it has a little bit of iron in it. And Heft, put you on passive. We're also going to want to move the copper and raw iron. Where we're keeping it now doesn't make much sense anymore. But as you can see now, we are really cranking out the iron plates, which is awesome. So storage for ore. We'll plop adjacent. And then for copper, I'll plop, I used to be able to fit things there. I'll plop it here. Water storage, we don't need anymore. Ooh, pretty lights. And a lot of the farms are needing water because there's just too many tasks to do. Too much farming tasks. You need some more farmers. Eventually, the farms will be staggered in their production so that they're easier to take care of. But that is not the case yet. I thought we had hemp storage in. Yeah, we do. We just need to empty it out. Well, guys, I'm over my time. I've been enjoying this doubleheader. Next episode will be walls, which I'm super stoked about. And then maybe some extra hire. I'm going to have to find some cooks and farmers to help out around the base. But it's really coming together. I really like the look of it. If we look at it from a distance, as you can see, it looks pretty cool. If you have any feedback for me, drop me a line. I really appreciate all the love that this series has been getting. If you would like to discuss things, maybe think about hopping on Discord. If you want to be included in this collage in the background, those are my patrons, and I'll have to catch you all later. Thanks for watching, and adios.